Hello there, it's your girl Kamakia here with your twin flame reading for the current time. I freaking hate listening to readers shuffle for 5 minutes and pull the spread, so spread's here. She's ready to go. Let's get into it. I know you twin flames are anxious to get your messages. We have Is This Me card. With she who yearns, yearning, longing, and pining for, yeah, oh yeah. I swear I have never done a twin flame reading where this card did not come out. And that's no accident. You who are in separation are yearning for, pining for your twin flame. And I know that a lot of you out there, the only thing keeping you away from your beloved is COVID and, country lockdowns and border lockdowns and everything like this. The Is This Me card is showing how challenging this separation actually is for you, how painful it actually is, how hard it is to wait. I'm hearing, why did I meet them now when we have to be separated? Well, the answer is so that you can actually expand your consciousness and discover your true self. I know it's so easy to learn to lose yourself in this process, you guys, but instead we got to learn from this process. Okay? So yeah, you look in the mirror and you're like, is this me? Especially when you get super bent out of shape with these longings and these desires that are so strong because your other half is not with you. If you find yourself asking me, is this me? Understand that you're going to continue to transform and expand through this process, and you're going to ask yourself that a lot of times. Calling the storm with she who radiates, knowing, ambition, confidence. Ooh, so I'm feeling that a lot of you are coming into your power. So even though we talked about all that hard stuff a minute ago, all that hard stuff is to transform you, to expand you, to make you grow. Okay? Everywhere that you are weak, every trauma that hasn't been healed, all of that, all the gunk, all the shadow work is coming up because of this process. It's all coming up and it's all being healed. And it's going to bring you ultimately into your ultimate power as an individual. Okay, so always remember that this path is not about just love. Love. Right? The ushy mushy gushy stuff. It's actually about spiritual evolution and spiritual revolution within. That's what it's about. It's about you and your twin flame becoming the best versions of yourself so that you can help the world with your divine mission. And if anyone's talking about twin flames and they're not talking about a divine mission to help humanity or to help the world, they ain't talking about shit. They're just talking about puppy love then. I hate to be harsh, but it's true. Artificial heart and she who flies, dare, do, reach. Definitely a time to stop the stagnation and stop the waiting. Okay, yes, maybe you want to be with this person in the future. Of course you want to be united with this person in the future, and of course you will. The universe is not going to keep you apart with the intense love that you have for each other. You guys were brought on this planet at the same time in order to be united. But like I mentioned before, it's only going to happen at the right time when you've both grown enough and expanded enough. Because if you got together at the wrong time, you guys would just tear each other apart with your egos and your traumas and all that bullcrap. Artificial heart. You're realizing that You're realizing what true love is. And that true love actually causes you to love yourself more. It turns you within, okay? It turns you to look deep within yourself in a way that you never have before. And you're realizing, damn, this is the realest love I've ever known. And you're getting in touch with your spirit through all these intense transformations. Today for tomorrow, she who begins, launch, actualize potential. So yeah, yes, you're waiting, but we need to stop focusing on the wait. We need to stop feeling bad for ourselves. Oh, I'm just over here waiting. I'm just here waiting for us to be united. No, no, no. This is about your work on yourself, okay? Divine feminine, divine masculine, whichever you are. Sure, spend some time imagining union and fantasizing about it, because there's nothing wrong with that, but don't spend all your time. There needs to be a shift to where the focus goes on to you. There really needs to be. And the divine counterpart needs to do the same, focus on themselves and their own growth. Don't neglect things you gotta do in your life, okay? Oh wow, I never take reversals, but I laid this one in reverse, so we'll take it that way. Anger and chains, but reversed. So there may have been some fights, some quarrels, something happened between you and your twin flame, and it wasn't pretty, okay? It wasn't pretty. It caused some drama. You know, I'm reading for both sides, so take it how it resonates for you, but we also have She Who Forgives with this card, so there's going to be some forgiving, some apologizing, some sorting through all that stuff that happened, and you're both going to come out stronger than ever for it. I promise that you are. Obsession card with She Who Resists. Fearless, justified, resistant. Yeah, so the obsession's not healthy. I know it's hard to hear this. I know it's hard to hear a couple of these messages, but obsessing on someone is like that person is a drug in your life, and it becomes unhealthy. The obsession becomes unhealthy. The more you work on yourself, darling, whether you're the divine feminine or the divine masculine, the more you can actually serve and help and bring union faster between you and your beloved. Okay, I also pulled a central card here from the Rumi Oracle. There's so many threes in the spread. Wow, I'm just seeing threes everywhere. Trip. The dissolving light. I'm going to read from the book because they have such beautiful poetry. I died as mineral and became a plant. I died as plant and rose to animal. I died as animal and I became human. Why should I fear anything? When was I ever less by dying? Dare to take my hand to become set alight with holy fire, my cherished one. Step forward with me, let us burn together. Disassemble in the light that cannot be extinguished. This is the light that burns with such incandescent truth that no falsehood can withstand its audacious vibrancy. Come with me now to the light. Together we shall melt into truth. So the poem that I read first talks about how incarnation and how anyone in human form has actually had millions of lives, and Rumi talks about starting off as a mineral and then a plant and then the next thing, and the evolution of working your way up through being everything in existence until you finally become a human being. And human beings have the opportunity, unlike anything else, plant, animal, or otherwise, to become enlightened. And that is the point of this twin flame journey. It's to be the catalyst for each other's spiritual awakenings. That's what it's all about. You're pushing each other towards that. Every time you act a fool and then you realize and you learn and you say, oh my gosh, I'm just acting on old patterns, or I'm just acting on old trauma, and you apologize or whatever happens there to mend the situation, you're learning and you're expanding. You're getting closer and closer to enlightenment, to self-realization. So that's such a perfect, excuse me, that's such a perfect card for this reading, you guys, because that's what it's all about, okay? Don't focus so much on romance. The romance will happen. You guys love each other. You're both the same soul split in half into two bodies. There can never be no question about love. Do they love me? Do they not love me? This is so much bigger than that. The love is a given. It's the conscious expansion and that pushing towards the ultimate realization and enlightenment. That's what this twin flame journey is really all about. Okay, guys, I'm going to be pounding out the twin flame readings for you because I'd love to help you along this journey. And I felt guided by Spirit to do twin flame readings. Also, I'm doing Pisces readings on this channel. So if you're a Pisces or if you're on the twin flame journey, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear your comments. Even if it's a personal question, I'm cool with that. Even if you know, tell me how the reading resonated. Just tell me whatever you like. Okay, I'd like us to be a little family on here and get to know each other. So until next time, love and blessings.